I picked up this small trailer today. It's kind of got the tongue on it that will fit like on the quad. It's pretty, yeah, it's some reasonable welds, not great cuts. But you notice it does have suspension and good tires on it, at least. I mean, you know, instead of like, well, lawn tractor tires or something. The idea is it should be able to carry a load. It can be used to, you know, put in, you know, lumber that I, you know, cut, trees, firewood, boulders, potentially. Thought we'd take a trip and see how the tadpoles are doing. I think it was that cold. Okay, you might be able to tell we got a little bit of water, a little bit of rain. There's a few places where it really collects. Overall, it did pretty well. The quote-unquote buddy of mine that did the roof work, well, let's just say he may not have been really that skilled. I see something red. I think it's probably garbage, but always just catches my eye. I see some things I need to remove. Oh yeah, it's just a piece of garbage. I don't know what the heck that is. Yeah, so we got rain, and you can kind of see that it's overnight greened up incredibly. All right, let's go explore. That's actually a pile of, oh, look at that. Well, holy shit. That's a bunch of iris right there. Looks like they, some of them are getting ready to bloom, some of them are already getting to die. And all that. Okay, so that's a pile of old, you know, railroad ties and a bunch of stuff like that. Boulders look like they, I don't know, cleaned this area out, pushed everything off to the side. I don't know. Never know what people are thinking. Oh yeah, look at that. Those, I don't know if you can see those, but they're getting ready to bloom as well. All right. Maybe I should get out for a sec. What do you think? So it looked like the rain has, yeah, these things are growing everywhere. The bees like, I mean, you got to watch out for the irises. They're everywhere too. In fact, you can see there's a couple new ones come out. There's another one right over here, but they're sprinkled all over the ground. So you got to watch where you step carefully. There's a few more over here that have just looked like bloomed, and yeah, some more over here. Now these are all the native species, and you can see there's some that haven't bloomed. You got to watch out for them, and some more that have. And I was kind of just wanted to peek across the other side to see if it doesn't look like. Yeah, look at that. They're getting ready to bloom big time. So I just kind of wanted to see if anything on the other side was blooming. And you know, there's like the east side versus west side. So right here is a pocket of them, but they're also sprinkled. Like, you know, if you see right here, there's a bunch there. They're just sprinkled all over the side. I don't see any flowers yet. Does that water look inviting or what? It's got a bit of sediment in it. Okay, watching where I step, watching where I step. In sort of the clicky, sort of new age. What the heck is that? Another one I've never seen. Very interesting. I don't see any others around here. So they call it mindfulness. That's the clicky phrase, I suppose, right? I just like to think of it as just paying attention to what the hell you're doing. As much as possible, anyway. Okay, here we go. To quote Indiana Jones, we walked from here. Okay, he said it better than me. He was a little more dramatic about it. Boy, you can really hear that water. The ground does get really soft sometimes. It's not terribly bad. There's a lot of stones in here, so it keeps its shape pretty well. Take a peek at a couple things here. Keep it down, will ya? What I was looking for. How much water was in here and whether I wondered if the rain triggered the eggs to hatch. But I don't see any tadpoles. to be honest with you, I wondered if the eggs even survived, days hot and dry. Even with me bringing water, it's not making it better for them. I did save a few, scooped them out of there. Only 4. And keep it down, will you? We might get lucky and see the great blue heron if you keep it down. No, I'm afraid not. Oh, there's some geese. Oh my God, look. There's babies too. Oh, those are ducks. Wow, that's crazy. Well, they certainly do like it, don't they? I'll get out of here. Those were wood ducks hanging out with a couple geese. I thought those were babies. What an idiot, huh? It'd be huge for babies. Plus, the geese just got here. Happy to see them, though. Yeah. It seems like a lot of people, they find reasons to hate everything. The guy was telling me that if you saw a blue heron, he recommended killing it. Said that they carry worms, eggs on their legs, and the fish come up and nibble on them, and they ingest worm eggs and get worms. And the guy's actually, I hate to say it, I mean, I don't know anything about worm eggs, on pterodactyl legs, but what I would say is he said some pretty crazy things sometimes, and so far every one of them was right. Taking a slight additional walk down here just for the sake of it. The forest looks so much happier when it's green, doesn't it? It looked like it was just decimated with all the vines and everything, but now you hardly see them at all. There's still too much water coming out of the pond. Look at the shit that. Oh my freaking God. Well, okay. This is probably a good reason why I will not be blocking the hole. These are, get that off of me. You are looking at peeper tadpoles. And I would say they are up the wazoo, to use a technical term. Wow. Well, I'm glad I didn't go four-wheeling back here. I mean, you can see them just everywhere throughout here. Well, that's just insane. Yeah, this you can clearly tell this has been running for so long that there's algae growing out of it. And I haven't even found where this leak is at. But clearly you can see the water right here. I mean, it's almost like filtering out of the ground. I don't know if there's any way of stopping it, but it's clearly, hell, I like those. Yeah, I can't believe how many there are. There's probably a couple thousand there. That is amazing. And the ferns have started to come back out. I do like the ferns quite a bit, you know. It's probably one of my favorite plant organisms. To be honest with you, I can't think of another, but I do, and that's probably why I love trees so much. 'Cause trees keep it cool, they keep them shaded, that's where the ferns grow. To me, the trees are just like not only do I think they're beautiful, but they provide so many functional aspects. And that's what I like about them. They keep my life happy. So this is the big river crossing. So you can see this, by the way. Probably make it out, but there's a couple of pines in here, but there is clearly a road going back this way. And sometime I'll probably have to go hike it or something. I don't know where it goes. I saw something. Looked like oh, and if I just look around once in a while, I'm telling you, these things are everywhere. There's another one right over here. A couple little ones here. Oh my God. Yeah. Eat your heart out, Gail. They're all over the side of the trail everywhere, including right here in the damn center of the trail. I'm going to end up driving over them at some point. So tempted to go hike Riverside. Yeah, just look at that. There's even more over here. Ooh, we got a... If you can probably see that maybe. Looks like there's a channel where the water collects over there. It doesn't look like it goes into here, but I don't have a means of crossing. Maybe I can cross this. Should we see if I lose my cell phone? Ooh, that rock just gave. Oh, I wondered if it was going to be a slippery rock. The reason I'm curious about when I see pond water like this is tadpoles. Oh yeah, you can see the water's flowing down there and goes that direction. Probably, I wonder if this is the source of that spring that comes out down there. I don't see any tadpoles. Oh. Gotta cross to go back. Look how big this rock is. I have no idea how big these things are. Pretty awesome, huh? Okay. Let's see if Rick dies on the way back. It's a pretty awesome view, isn't it? I don't know if you can see that. The stream is obviously going downhill and dotted with dogwoods and all that. Okay, this is where I need to step and then tappity tap. No, wait. Yeah, I stepped on this rock right here and it slid down on me. We won't be doing that rock again. There's a couple of really interesting shapes in that rock. I have to leave some of these for Gail to look at. amazing. I just love that sound. Okay. I'll keep videoing. I don't suspect there's much more we're gonna see on the way back. I'll do you a fly through of the flowers. How many are going to be coming up soon? How small these things are. Look at that. Well, now this wasn't. I was kind of just. I'll take a walk back there. Then I was disappointed with the tadpoles. Man, finding that whole other brood. And that stream, I've never seen it go dry. So those tadpoles will make it, even if the other ones didn't. So maybe I was. Oh, that's pretty cool. What the heck that is? The forest is still a mess. A lot of cleanup to do out here. A lot of human disturbance to account for. You should be able to. There are some pretty good mature trees in here and some saplings. I don't want to take everything out, but there's a lot of vines in here. There's a lot of scrub. You should be able to see down there and see the stream really nicely. Yeah, this is the place where the huge waterfalls are at. What did you say? You want to go see them? All right, but you're risking ticks at this point, you know. I'm just saying, if you get a tick in you, don't come crying to me. Oh, and by the way, watch out for snakes. Yeah, okay, I'll go down a little bit further. Yeah, see, this is, okay, yeah, I treated and poisoned this one already. Because that's the kind of jerk I am. This is a pretty amazing area because you can see these huge boulders and the water is actually making its way around two things. That's an island in there. You can see the water coming through over here, and then it comes through this area, combines, and then makes another island. And just look at that water. Okay, I'll shut the hell up. Things are everywhere. All right. They're everywhere. Alright. Let's go back up the way we came. These are also, I don't remember if these are called maiden's hair or something like that. I think they're in the fern family, maybe not. Probably mistaken. I've always enjoyed them. Very delicate. Wow. I'm just blown away. They're even down in this little crevice right there. See a few down here. There's even some right in here. I gotta be careful because this is almost the point where it just, actually there could be some in these pools this way too. But that feeds into that river. Shouldn't call it a river, but what it's always been, kind of a stream, river. Flows like a river once in a while. Yeah. That is a wild dog. Alright. I need to turn the beast around. So I'm going to pause you. That was the 3-point turn. I've always wondered why I never see tadpoles in this little pond. But just for the sake of it, just because maybe it's the rain, I'm going to take a quick peek and see if I see any tadpole. Especially because I'm going to drive through it. But I don't see anything. Now this thing over here, there's a tadpole. I only see one though. It may not have been a tadpole, it may have been a bug. But I believe it was a tadpole. Now, where he came from, who knows? He may have been washed out from some other, ephemeral pool, further up this washout. And he may have got lucky and ended up in that pool and survived. We won't be driving through that pool. We will drive around it. As you can see by my tracks. Yeah, still need to build my workshop. So on other news today, let's see. What else has happened? The roof leaks because the guy that did the roofing put those boards on it to keep the wind from blowing off the tar paper, which it wouldn't have blown off if you would have stapled it correctly. The irony of that, right? So he didn't staple it correctly and it blew off anyway. So I fixed most of it, but not all of it, thinking that some of it wouldn't, be in the... hang on one second. Thinking that, I didn't think that the wind would be as high on one side, but we had some pretty good high wind days out there, and yeah. Took the tar paper off. The nails through the tar paper, he put in 3-inch long nails to go through a 7/16 OSB board and through a 5/8 board. So you can imagine that actually penetrated all the way through multiple layers, and yeah, it was absolutely dumb. I shouldn't say that, but some of these things just torque me, the short-sightedness of this. The roof leaks, but it's not bad. I will fix it. This is the last rain we're going to have for like a week. And then I actually met with a plumber who's going to basically do the plumbing work for the bathroom. That'll actually finish that work. He'll even install all the things for me. He's a little more expensive than I wish I was going, but I do have a lot more confidence in him. This is all he does. He looked excited to do the job. He is giving me a bit of a break on the price, which I can appreciate. I saw that the electric company is out, so they'll hopefully be putting in a pole soon, and that would be nice to have electricity. I went down to Home Depot in Batesville and got the shower stall, a 6-footer, so I can stretch my arms out. Actually, part of that was the thinking that I would have Aoife in there. If she ever needed a bath, that's the way she's going to get a bath. I don't have everything I need yet. I also got a nice, generous toilet. Nobody likes a dainty toilet. I mean, nobody wants to fall in, but you don't want to fall off either. So I got a nice one. I need a few other little fixtures here and there. I need a kitchen sink. But it's all coming together. Talked to the guys who lay the concrete pad. They're all lined up. But it's going to take a little bit of coordination. So yeah, that's I think kind of basically where I'm at right now. I just need to I need to wait for the soil to dry a little bit, and then I get an excavator bucket. Yeah, I'll back up. I hear Gail screaming out there, "Back up!" I get a trenching bucket for the excavator, so I can actually do a better job trenching. The bucket I have is 24 inches wide. It's not exactly that's a I don't know what's that called in the military, like fox trap or foxhole. Whereas I just need to be able to get back there and put stuff under. So it's a 9-inch wide bucket instead. Yeah, I need to trench, get some gravel, finish the sketches, and yeah, I think we're gonna have this all wrapped up in time to be able to live there in the next month. It won't be finished, but it'll be pretty close. All right, that's enough for now. Talk to you later. Bye.